is the only constant in business and in life. A great entrepreneur is disciplined because ideas and creativity alone have no power without consistent action. And above all, they're empathetic because the best businesses are created based on understanding people's needs. Today, we have the privilege of listening to someone whose journey embodies all these qualities in the most inspiring way. Dr. Velumani Arogyasamy, founder of Thyrocare Technology. Born in a small village with modest means and no connections, he transformed his life through education, wisdom, and sheer determination. What started as a single diagnostic laboratory has now grown into one of the largest and most trusted healthcare networks in India. His story is proof that entrepreneurship is not reserved just for someone privileged. It's for anyone with courage, clarity, and commitment. As you listen to him today, remember, the seeds of your future are sown right here and right now. You could be sitting in these seats as first-year students, but years later, stand on this very stage as creators, leaders, and entrepreneurs yourselves. Bhavna, can you share some insights on our guest speaker?
Sure, Harshita. Dr. Velumani is an Indian scientist turned entrepreneur, best known as the founder of Thyrocare Technologies Limited. With a PhD in thyroid biochemistry and over a decade of experience at the Baba Atomic Research Center, he left his secure government job in 1995 to start a small thyroid testing lab in Mumbai using his Provident Fund. Through a focus on preventive healthcare, low-cost diagnostics, and high-efficiency lab operations, he scaled Thyrocare into a pan-India brand and a publicly listed company. I once came across a speech titled "The Luxury of Poverty," and it profoundly altered my perspective. He stated, "Poverty is a luxury. Fortunate are those who are born in it." Initially, the statement seemed paradoxical. However, as the speech unfolded, its meaning became clear. It was not an attempt to romanticize hardship, but rather to acknowledge the remarkable strength, clarity, and creativity that emerges from the life of scarcity. He emphasizes that poverty had taught him lessons that no academic degree or mentor ever could. It led me to reflect on ideas that perhaps the most powerful tools that we possess are forged in the crucible of adversity. Dr. Velumani is a highly sought-after public speaker known for his authenticity, speaking in a relatable and humble tone that resonates with people from all walks of life. He inspires audiences through his storytelling, sharing his personal journey of poverty, struggle, and success with both humor and honesty. His clarity of thoughts allows him to simplify complex ideas, making his talks especially impactful for students, entrepreneurs, and young professionals. Combining humility with wit, he delivers speech that are not only insightful but also entertaining, leaving a lasting impression on his listeners. He is now a mass mentor for aspiring entrepreneurs, and he is passionate about energizing, empowering, entertaining, and motivating common man in general and entrepreneurs in particular to lead a focused, impactful, and happy life. I invite Dr. Velumani, our guest speaker, to share his ideas and experiences.
I request our principal, Dr. N. Saravakumar, to welcome our guest speaker today, Dr. Velumani.
வணக்கம். நான் பேச மாட்டேன். ஃபுல்லா வணக்கம் சொல்லணும், நான் பேச மாட்டேன். வணக்கம். Right. Thank you for inviting me. I had a feeling for so many years, almost 40 years, that I couldn't be in PSG for my education. I studied in the cheapest college in this district, that was Ramakrishna Mission Vidyalaya. I always felt I am in a Maruti car, not in a Mercedes Benz. I am extremely happy. In the last 5 years, I don't think any alumni of PSG ever visited PSG this many times. Thank you, PSG, for honoring me and getting me back to address so many times. So much crowd, so energetic crowd. Thank you again. The girl who was talking about me, 2 girls, both girls, something I wish to mention. Everywhere where I go, they read a script. Both the girls really had grasped what Velumani is and talked such crisp and clear at this age. At my age, talking is simple, but with peers, such an auditorium, such a wonderful ability to deliver, which I didn't have at that age. I was asked to talk for a small crowd when I was 25 years old. And I went prepared. And I had a content to talk for 10 minutes. After 1 minute, I forgot everything. Ladies and gentlemen, everything starts from nothing. Keep harnessing. Don't give up. Make experiments. You may not succeed. Success never happens without failures. Make all mistakes. Make them very fast. Don't repeat. When you don't repeat a mistake, you become a billionaire. And if you keep repeating the same mistake, sorry to say, you will become a beggar. So this is how I wish to start motivating all of you. Make efforts to fail. In my organization, all employees who made more mistakes have given more increments, because the guy who doesn't make mistake is most likely has not done anything. So that's how I did my journey. Once again, thank you. And I wanted a few things on the slide, which I only wrote them or typed them when I was sitting in the car for the last half an hour. I was telling stories using slides. My daughter told me, don't use slides. You are distracting people. They can't watch you. Your communication, your face is 7th kilometer. From Appanaykampatti, another 2 kilometers is Appanaykanpatti Pudur. North Indians can't tell the names. That difficult it is. The name was not there in even Taluka map. Today it's there in Google map. No, fortunate are those who are born in village, because villages teach you an MBA without any theory class. Morning to evening, problem solving. No resources. You manage to live, and that too big family, poor family. 3 things. Village, big family, poor family. My mother had 5 children. No income. Those days, there was a scheme of somebody will give a buffalo. If you rear it, They will buy milk from you and they will give you a reasonable income. My mother reared 2 such buffaloes, made sure all children were without leaning on anyone, without borrowing from anyone. She made sure all her children were Madras University graduates and Mumbai University postgraduates. I want you people to motivate the talk whenever I highlight up aspect, anything in the business, it needs attention. So that's the power of the lady who didn't budget anything, didn't bother about society, and made sure her children are powerful. Studied in Kamarajar, created midday meal scheme based one teacher school. Asiriyar Palli. One classroom, one class teacher, 5 classes. That's the power. And ஒரு கையில slate, இன்னொரு கையில plate. There was nothing else. And that midday meal scheme which Mr. Kamraj brought in 1960s is what made Sundar Pichais in this country. And N. Chandrasekhars of every powerful man, India and global, probably were creators of that pioneering step taken by the then Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. In India, second largest economy as a state is Tamil Nadu. And that's because the seeds were in 60s. Yeah, there was no Horlicks, there was no Bonvita, there was no birthday celebrations, no school bus, no parent-teacher association, no atlas, no dictionary, no nothing, no Baiju. The power of the journey was with nothing. And I want all of you to understand, in spite of having nothing, also people can create a great prosperity if and only if they have positive attitude. So, Velumani, by the way, what's my name? All of you know is Velumani. I also knew only as Velumani. Only at an age of 42, I visited China. A young girl in China asked me how to pronounce my name. She was struggling. I told there are 8 letters in my name. Segregate first 4 and next 4. Now you read it. She read it as value money. அது வரைக்கும் நான் வேல்யூ மணின்னு எனக்கே தெரியல. அப்புறம் தான் தெரிஞ்சது this man has something hidden in him. Maybe my father also didn't know. So this Velumani in the school days, as I said, had that background. In Ramakrishna Mission Vidyalaya, I did, mine was 11 plus 1 plus 3. One is known as PUC course, pre-university course. And I had maths, physics, chemistry. I was a mathematics student. There was in 11th standard elective subject that was algebra. These things are not known to kids. Ask your grandparents, they will tell you they studied 11th standard on elective subject algebra. So, 12th standard, fortunately I was poor. Fortunately I was poor, which means what? I had no money. So, whenever I got time, especially colleges, may not be PSG, many colleges, in a day, every time 2-3 hours will be cancelled. And all people who are with money will go to theatre. All those who don't have money can go to library. And fortunately, I went to library. 12th standard without a textbook, I scored 200 out of 200 in mathematics. I didn't want to do engineering. Must be wondering why this fellow is so odd. Because I had to fund my education. And I didn't have, those days it was 5-year course, today it's 4 years. And this 5-year course, I didn't have enough money or enough of strength to fund myself for 5 years. So I wanted to do a 3-year course. I bought the prospectus. It had BSc and BCom. BCom had 4 letters, BSc had only 3 letters. BSc was 400 rupees, BCom was 300 rupees because BSc had a laboratory fees. I thought BCom makes sense to me. And after having physics, chemistry, mathematics, BCom made sense to me. I joined BCom because for me getting a degree was the goal, nothing else. And one chemistry professor saw me sitting in a commerce block and asked me, "Centum right?" Yes. Yes, sir. Why no engineering? Poor, sir. Why no chemistry? Poor, sir. And I explained to him that I didn't have 100 rupees extra. And he took away 100 rupees from his pocket. Dr. K.R. Karthikeyan is no more now. And made me to sit in the chemistry block. Had he not been there, this scientist would have never been there. This entrepreneur and storyteller would have never been existed. So please give a round of applause to this most powerful man. Yeah, now let me go through the slides. The village and poverty is a unique combination. And positivity makes the difference. All people who were poor in that village have never made it any longer because all were thinking, I am unfortunate. That's what they felt. My father is not powerful. I felt I have an opportunity to prove I am possibly a powerful man. And there was clarity. I think very important is clarity. Who is neighbor? What is his role? What is village? What is life? I think I had fortunately clarity in my mind. Getting food for family is the first goal and full stop. Nothing else. So that much of clarity was there. And poverty and frugality is very powerful because poverty teaches, frugality manages. Responsibility came to me because I was the eldest son and my father wasn't supporting the family and my mother was struggling, and I felt I am responsible and I am accountable. At the age of 11, I became the father of the family. I want you people to understand that's what probably made me a leader. Very early, I took the leadership. Leadership is never given. Leadership is taken. Please scroll. So this I made only while in the last half an hour, while coming in the car. And is that I can get it scrolled? Or I have to do? Okay, they expected me to stand here. Right, that's also easy. So then the college is again focus on frugality. I will keep on repeating the word focus on frugality because every stage of my life it had been enormous power. Patience. There are people who think I am not rich today and cry, and I knew one day I can be rich. I can be powerful. So I had patience. I was persuading everything I was persuading. Maths, physics, chemistry, studying without textbook, everything made me chemistry, physics, mathematics. My major was chemistry, and I was first class BSc in the year 1978 when I was 19 years old. Didn't get a right job. I went to many interviews in Coimbatore, a city of lot of entrepreneurs. I must tell you, in 70s, 80s, the entire Coimbatore had a lot of textile mills and lot of ancillary units. Everywhere I was rejected only because they kept on asking the same question, do you have experience? I think they don't even want to see when I completed my degree. I complete in the month of May, and in the July month they're asking, do you have experience? It's almost like asking a girl who is in front of you and whom you are likely to marry, how many children do you have? Very insulting question for a fresher to ask, you don't have experience. I think that was 1978. There was a picture, Varumayan Niram Sigappu. It was running in Royal Theatre. Kamala Hassan, Sri Devi were the hero, heroine. I imagined I am Kamala Hassan and I talked to me. If one day I become an entrepreneur, I will only employ freshers. I will not look for experienced. Believe me, I have employed 25,000 freshers in 25 years. So then migration was essential because Coimbatore rejected me. I was dejected and I ejected. Got an interview letter with Baba Atomic Research Center. And I must again tell you, persuasion. I used to go to one central library was there in near Nehru Stadium. That library now is missing. I don't know where it has gone. I used to go, Mumbai Times of India used to come. Wednesday Times of India will come there on Friday, and every Friday I will go there. I used to write envelopes, handwritten application for jobs wherever first class chemistry is needed. And I got an interview letter from BARC. No big things, no Naukri.com, nothing. It's just a simple 40 paisa envelope got me that. I want all of you to understand persuasion is very, very important. Don't give up. So that made me to migrate. August 18, 1982. Kanyakumari to Mumbai, Jayanti Janata Express, boarded at Coimbatore with 500 rupees in the body. Means it is not in the pocket, because in pocket it gets pickpocketed. So in each pocket 100 rupees is what I planned. Who told village boys may not have intelligence? I think village boys have the most intelligence possible because they have lost in so many times, they learn very fast. So landed in Mumbai, Porale Ponnutai, Polapalavenre, Kannir Vittu. It wasn't easy. Mother, sister, village, girlfriends, everybody abandoned, going to Mumbai. Tamilians can go to easily Singapore and Seattle, not for Maharashtra. We are scared of Hindi. நமது எல்லை மேற்கு தொடர்ச்சி மலை இல்லை, இமயமலை அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு கான்செப்டோட இந்தியா எவ்வளோ பெரிய கண்ட்ரி, எங்கே போனாலும் பிழைக்க முடியுங்கிற தைரியத்தில் I went to Mumbai. So that's a risk. Migrated. I knew humility because people will ask me a question. If you go to Bombay, Bala Sahib Thackeray will be there. And they intimidated me. I asked them how he will know where I am. If you make noise, everybody will know. Be humble, no one will know. Very, very important. A few things I learned from village. And focused. Let me tell you, the interview of Mumbai was very powerful. That's in BRC. I was asked a question in maths. I answered. Physics, I answered. That's Pythagoras theorem, Ohm's law, and Archimedes principle. These were the things they used to test me. And then all three I answered because fortunately I was sitting in library, not sitting in the movie theater. Now they ask me a question, tell me about thyroid. Gone. Because my biology was not my subject after 10th standard. Science was, biology was out. So I didn't know where thyroid is. Still they took me for a job because it's in a chemistry laboratory. I have to do a biochemistry test of thyroid testing. I want you all of you to understand, in 82 I did not know where thyroid was. And in 92 I finished a PhD in thyroid biochemistry. And in 2002 I am running world's largest thyroid testing laboratory. When I was asked to work in thyroid laboratory, I was thinking, is it I can manage here because I didn't have biology. I felt like saying bye-bye because today children ask in the interview, what's my job? And if you don't feed to their tongue, they will walk out. Fortunately, I was poor. Very, very important for all of you to understand. Whenever in life you have an option, before that, let me tell you, in life, you have only two options. One is what is easy to do, another is what is right to do. Unfortunately, what is easy to do is not right to do, and what is right to do is not easy to do, and I don't know what you will do. If you really want to be successful, please do always what is difficult to do. The one who does always what is difficult to do becomes a billionaire. One who does always easy to do becomes a beggar. And the rest are middle class, who can do half of the time this and half of the time that. So I didn't reject thyroid testing because I was a maths, physics, chemistry student. Then I was taken to my boss in the cabin. Somebody took me. I went in ahead and I wanted to shake hands with him. I put my hand ahead. He didn't raise or bring his hand. He was only looking at me. I was wondering why Bombay bosses are so arrogant. It took some time for me to understand, until my colleague took his hand and my hand and shook it. I didn't know he is a blind man. This is the third day after joining. Suddenly, my mind runs a fast analysis. Should I work under a blind man? Is there a career under a blind man? Fortunately, I was poor. Otherwise, I would have not worked. I did what's difficult to do. Listen to me, that gentleman, for him, my job is take care of his needs in the office. Canteen, tea, everything I had to manage, and his hand was on my shoulder for 10 years. I did it with humility because fortunately I was born poor. He understood my kindness and he wanted me to do MSc and PhD. When I went to Mumbai, I thought it is BSc full stop. BSc I finished in 78. I'm going to Mumbai at 82. 4 years gone. Now comes an opportunity for me to do MSc in thyroid biochemistry, PhD in thyroid biochemistry. Because he was a university guide in Mumbai University, he gave me 2 more degrees. Mind you, that was the greatest outcome of this journey. I was empowered with 2 more degrees, which I am a guy who went for a BCom because I didn't have 100 rupees for doing a BSc. So that's the degrees, 2 degrees, 2 promotions, each degree I got promoted. Too many increments, wow. There is no one who tells today, even the guy who has 40 lakh rupees per annum CTC, writes in Instagram, its life is very tough even in 40 lakhs. I wonder what is that life for him. I had wonderful life because there are only two kinds of people. One who thinks, I am only suffering, all others are enjoying. The other one thinks, I am only enjoying, all others are suffering. Everything is here. Positivity is very important. I had knowledge because I did the PhD in thyroid, and in thyroid I was the PhD, not just BSc master. I am a true PhD because it was something I got it by working on it. And knowledge only gives courage. Ladies and gentlemen, if you feel scared, that means you don't have knowledge. Knowledge is the ultimate power. How tall you become, how much you make wealth, how much you create success, all is only by knowledge. On the long run, sometimes parents help you in the beginning. Marriage plays a very important role. When I left to Mumbai, a couple of ladies were in my home asking my mother, is your son going to Mumbai? Yes. Do you know Bombay girls are very bad? My mother, I thought, would cry again. But my mother was intelligent. And she responded, which I heard from the other side. Very, very important. It's not that all parents can tell that. All are so possessive. They think son out of sight, it is gone. And because my mother trusted me, now I can't do anything against her wish. Because I promised her, I'll come and marry from Coimbatore and go. So, somebody cited, my father-in-law only it was. He was a security officer in the same institute. He proposed that I can marry his daughter who was working with State Bank of India. And for me, marrying a Bombay girl for a village boy, confidence was not there. Moreover, my mother will feel I have really deceived her. Year 1 goes, I didn't respond. Year 2, he comes, I say no. Year 3, he comes, I said, please don't come again. Year 4 also he comes. 4 years have gone. I told you perseverance plays a very, very important role. 4 years, he comes again. By that time, I got confidence to marry a Bombay girl because it was intimidating city. Then I found I am more intelligent than many other Bombay girls. I can manage. So that part is tick. Second, by that time I convinced my mother marrying a working wife is bringing in stability for the family, income. I'm not loving anyone. I will find out a Tamil girl I will marry who is a working girl. She magnanimously agreed. So then I thought I will have a look at the girl and went and had a look at the girl, and I thought my mother will not like. So I said, I'll come back. And I didn't go back. That's how people reject. But then after 3 months, he again came. I told my landlady, I was staying in a Maharashtrian house as a paying guest. I told her, tell if I am not there, if they come and when I am in. She managed 4 times. 5th time, she told, you are subhuman. If you don't want to marry, you must tell them. Or should I tell? I told I will tell. So I sat in front of my father-in-law, very cute face. I'm talking about father-in-law. Mathematics is the most powerful subject. You can take decisions very fast. So I thought instead of telling him, after seeing the girl telling a father that I don't want to go ahead, is a very big insult for the father. I had that much of sensibility. So I told him, can I talk to her for an hour? My interest is meet her again and dissuade her instead of telling to the father. He said, I will arrange. So meeting was arranged, State Bank of India, 14th floor. Nariman Point, Madam Kama Road, where her office was there. I was there for 1 hour. In 1 hour, 60 minutes are there. 55 minutes I only talked. 5 minutes absolute silence was there. I decided I must marry her. Have you ever seen a girl silent for 1 full hour? In front of a boy who is likely to marry, she is silent. Want to know what I talked in 55 minutes? I'll tell you in 55 seconds. I don't have a house in Mumbai, lifelong paying guest. Number 1. Number 2, I have a house in village which doesn't have a toilet, you must imagine. Number 3, I am the eldest in the family. So my parents are as good as your parents. I am the eldest in the family, so my siblings' marriage is your responsibility. I didn't tell our responsibility, your responsibility. For our marriage, I don't have money. You funding our marriage should not be known to your father. She was stunned. No facial expression, no smile, no nod, nothing. I thought, gone. I am now free. And I told her, if you still want to marry, you send your father, or if you don't want to, tell him the boy has some problem. The same night my father-in-law came. Why I tell this story is in marriage is such a big risk. Everybody is feeling cheated. What nonsense. What and all words are used. You have chosen. Choose it wisely. So, my father-in-law came and we got married. So that's how our marriage was. 3 months after engagement, before marriage, I asked her, I told you that much. I am not understanding still why you want to marry me. What you liked in me, my nose, cheeks, chin, what? Ladies and gentlemen, listen to that answer which she gave. She said, I didn't want to become a short daughter-in-law in a tall house. I want to be a tall daughter-in-law in a short house. Please give a round of applause to that most powerful way of looking at things. So that's how my marriage was. She was working with State Bank of India. One more reason for delay in decision was she was drawing more salary than me. And trust me, we both worked for 14 years. All 14 years she was drawing more salary than me because she used to get increment before me. That's one of the reasons why I quit my job and did business. Because in job I don't think I could have overtaken. So, working wife, stability in life, again focused to learn more, research, science, thyroid. Discipline was there. We didn't spend like today, every alternate day, they go for out eating. I don't think 14 years of my married life I ever went out in a restaurant and sat and ate. Now today is totally different. Frugality. We made in the year 1995, when I resigned, family income was 10,000 for me, 10,000 for my wife, monthly. And only 5,000 she spent, remaining 15,000 she put in fixed deposit. Those days this mutual fund always not there. Frugality, no EMI. Want to know what is heaven in life? I don't know how many are already out of heaven, but heaven in life is clutter-free brain, fear-free heart, EMI-free life. Zero EMI means it's an absolute heaven. And I had a bank balance. How much bank balance? 2 lakh rupees in 1995. 2 lakh in 1995 is almost 2 crores today. Monthly expenditure was 5,000. So 2 lakh closing balance, monthly expenditure 5,000. How many months family is safe? 40 months family is safe. Ladies and gentlemen, don't get into business without enough money in closing balance to take care of your family. You may have ego, your family should not suffer. So I knew my family is safe for 40 months. Tick number 1. No EMI. Right hand side colleague, left hand side colleague, all already bought 3-bedroom hall kitchen. I was the only guy without EMI. Tick number 2. Tick number 3. My wife works with State Bank of India. Where life la vera enna venum. Tick number 4. கோயம்புத்தூருக்கே உண்டான பழமொழி அது. மயிரை கட்டி மலையை இழுக்கிறது. வந்தா மலை அந்த மயிறு. This is such a powerful one. 2 லட்சம் ரூபாய் ப்ராவிடென்ட் ஃபண்ட உள்ள போட்டேன். அதுதான் ஆரம்பம். 5,000 கோடிக்கு சிங்கிள் செக் வந்தது. மலை தான் வந்தது. So that was a decision which I took. And then I got into business, risking. Risk எடுக்கலன்னா லைஃப்ல ஒண்ணுமே அச்சீவ் பண்ண முடியாது. In life either you can discuss or you can decide, you can't do both. டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணா டெசிஷன் எடுக்க முடியாது. டெசிஷன் எடுத்துட்டேன்னா டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ண வேண்டிய தேவையே கிடையாது. நாம் எப்ப டிஸ்கஸ் பண்றோம்? நம்மளுக்கு பயம், நம்மளுக்கே தெரியாது அது ஜெயிக்குமா இல்லையான்னு. நான் என் ஒய்ஃப் கூட நான் ரிசைன் பண்ணலான்னு நினைக்கிறேன்னு சொல்லி இருந்தேன்னா, பை த பை there is a small drama in between. Since I have time, I will tell you that. I resigned the job and went home, and I didn't discuss with my wife before resigning. So night dinner, I didn't tell that I have resigned today. Night 2 o'clock, my wife asked me, "You have not still slept?" I said, "I have resigned." She knows I don't tell lies in the night. Until that time, she was horizontal. Then she becomes vertical because it's a big shock to her that her husband has resigned already. She went and switched on the light, and she looked at my face for a few minutes, few seconds, and she said, "If you don't go to office from tomorrow, even I will not go." 4 tickல 3வது tick என்ன? My wife is working with State Bank of India. Over. முடிஞ்சது. So until that time I was horizontal, then I also became vertical because எனக்கே மிரட்டலாம். ஒரு தடவை சொன்னா 100 தடவை சொன்ன மாதிரி. So I just told her in Hindi, the punch is साथ जिएंगे साथ मरेंगे, which tells we'll live together or die together. Even I will not go and even you will not go. She was shocked. After 1 year of these dialogues, we started a business, and I asked my wife, "ஆமா, நீ பேங்க்ல வேலை செய்றீங்கிற தைரியத்துல தான் நான் ரிசைன் பண்ணிட்டே வந்தேன். அது என்ன மிரட்டல் அந்த நேரத்துல?" I want you to listen to that punchline of hers. உங்களுக்கு தெரியும் நீங்க ஜெயிப்பீங்கன்னு, எனக்கும் தெரியும் நீங்க ஜெயிப்பீங்கன்னு, ஆனா யாருக்குமே தெரியாது நான் இல்லாம நீங்க ஜெயிக்க முடியாதுன்னு. Is that clear? So I had a focus on thyroid because I have done thyroid. In a 100 kilogram body, I only picked up 15 gram gland. Ladies and gentlemen, that 15-gram gland gave me $1 billion company. That means there is $1 trillion in this body. Please focus wherever you want. Focus only can make you powerful. I focused. I had a PhD in thyroid. I had knowledge in thyroid. That gave me a courage to do business of thyroid. தமிழன் தனிச்சு நின்று நான் தமிழன்டான் அங்க நின்று மார்வாடியும் குஜராத்தையும் சேலஞ்ச் பண்ணது நான் தான் நேஷன் வைட் பண்ணியிருக்கிறேன். What's important in any venture is first humility is important. Don't make big shows, don't make big claims, just be quiet. Patience is important. Nothing happens overnight. It's a business, life, career. Business, life, career, all the three are 100 meters dash illa marathon race. So have patience, have discipline, and you will reach there. Then ThyroCare, I get into business, and there are some uniqueness in this. I am pretty sure the crowd sitting here, at least 25% will become entrepreneurs at an age of 35. This is my wish, and this is what I want. I have become mass mentor about. Put some seed in them, it will germinate one day. So what I did in ThyroCare, I'll tell you, first and foremost, there are two aspects in any business. One is B2B and B2C. B2C means you are in front of the customer. B2B means you are behind. It's only you are helping someone to deliver a product. You are only creating the product and giving. So that's something which I felt, because I had no confidence of pricing, no confidence of meeting the customer. Tamil and வடநாட்டில் வேலுமணி பேத்தாலஜின்னு லெபோரட்டரின்னு போட்டு வந்தால் ஓடி இருக்காது. அதனால தான் ThyroCareன்னு வச்சேன். அந்த ThyroCare became the most powerful brand. So a few things went on very well. I'll tell you what and all I did different. First is B2B. The second thing is take less to get more. This clarity was in me. I created a franchisee concept, and I told my franchisee, you charge, market is charging 600, you charge 250, you keep 150, you give me 100. I don't think anybody could, mathematician. Look at it, power. Now, when I told him, you charge 250, he fell unconscious. When I said, you get 60% margin. When he got up, he forgot that I told him to charge 300. He is charging 600. How much he gives me? 100. Oh, then he was restless. He thought his wife also is a graduate. So he told his wife, Tirupurla unakku eduthuko, நான் கோயம்புத்தூர்ல உட்கார்ந்துக்கிறேன். ஒரு 6 மாசம் கழிச்சு பார்த்தா இவருடைய கேர்ள் ஃப்ரெண்டு பாலக்காட்டில், அந்த அம்மாவையும் ஒரு பிரான்ச்சைஸ் எடுக்க சொல்லியாச்சு. அப்புறம் பார்த்தா அந்த அம்மா பாய் ஃப்ரெண்டு ஈரோட்டில். புரிஞ்சுதா எப்படி நெட்வொர்க் பரவுதுன்னு பாருங்க. Margin, if it is the highest, you don't have to do lot of marketing, it automatically. Let me also tell you, there are two kinds of products. One is pull product, another is push product. Ladies and gentlemen, it's very important for you to understand. No business school teaches you like this, and no even entrepreneur teaches you like this. Listen to me carefully. A pull product is, market was needing that product, it was not existing, and you created. A push product is, market is not understanding, you have created and you are trying to push it. When it is a pull product, customer acquisition cost is 0. When it is a push product, sometimes customer acquisition cost is more than the product cost. Please note, I had a wonderful pull product. Everybody took the concept, and all over the country, in all 600 district headquarters, within 3 years period, it went and reached to complete network in the country. So what did I do? One is take less. I focused on disorders. There are two aspects in pathology. One is diseases, another is disorder. Diseases come, diseases go. Disorders come, disorder doesn't go. Lifelong. Once customer, lifelong customer. There is no customer acquisition cost. Again and again. Once customer goes up, then the customer goes out. Is that clear? Such a powerful segment. I didn't know that. I was there only focused on disorder only because thyroid is a disorder. It's not a disease. And everybody was in acute illness. I was in chronic illness. Acute illness means you have to report in the evening. Chronic illness means you can report next week. So these two things, I don't know, it worked for me. And I used technology. I was a mathematician. My web server is the oldest web server in the entire country. In the entire healthcare industry rather. Country had web servers, not healthcare industry. 1995. And I adopted automations very fast. And of course, discipline made me to continue to succeed. Success is never a problem. Sustaining the success is the biggest problem, and the most powerful ingredient for that is discipline. And of course, franchisee concept is a concept which was not existing then in India. In healthcare, I created. There was no barcodes existing in India in 90% of the areas. Today, everywhere barcode is there. I was the first guy to put a barcode on a test tube and put an automation into practice in the country. So that means technology was adapted. So what did I produce different? I am a McDonald's. McDonald's doesn't produce masala dosa. It only gives you burgers. I am a disorder man. I didn't do diseases. And one thing I'll tell you, this is a very powerful punchline. If you do one thing, you can do it everywhere. If you do everything, you can do it in only one place. A single specialty, no. A multi-speciality is a short-term security. A single specialty is a long-term prosperity. So I focused only on thyroid. So, McDonald I was. I was an Uber. Until Uber came into country, taxis were standing for 20 hours, running for 4 hours. Until I came into picture, thyroid testing machine is running for 2 hours, standing for 22 hours. Today, thyroid testing machine runs for 20 hours. A standing machine is a liability, a running machine is an asset. And I created prosperity. Indigo is more profitable than any other airlines only because number of hours it is on the air is highest, not on the airport. So power is when you run the machines, that is Uber. I've done a Walmart. Walmart never makes profit from the customer. It makes profit only from the vendor. I will explain you how it works in Walmart. It works same way in my industry. If you buy 100 tests a month, it is 150 rupees per test. If you buy 1,000 a month, it is 120. If you buy 10,000 a month, it is 90. I do 100,000 a day, it is 30 rupees. Have you understood what I am talking? This no one understood the power of scale, and I knew and I could get there. So I was Walmart. Walmart exactly does it. It asks for a quotation for 100,000 monitors and it gets 40%, 50% MRP discount. I've done a Zerodha. Zerodha is a company which never borrowed, there is no equity inside that company, and it produces probably some tens of thousands of crore every year profit. I did it exactly similar because I didn't charge too much, I charged. Zerodha is zero. I have charged very little for thyroid. I became very powerful. And I have done an Amazon. Before 1990, before I came into industry, there was no home service for pathology tests. If somebody is non-ambulatory, it's around 2-3% of the people used to get a home service. 2025, Thyrocare is delivering home service at 90% of the country, 90% of the population at the door. That means I was Amazon. I am Amazon. And I have created an Arogyam. Arogyam is a profile which is a buffet system. People used to charge for each test 300 rupees. And I created a profile of 60 tests and charged only 3,000. That means I am a buffet creator in the preventive care testing. It got accepted. I am a Swiggy. Swiggy delivers even 50 rupees, 60 rupees at your door worth orders because they serve hundreds in that pin code. I also pick up specimen from across the country in all pin codes in the country and get the specimen to Mumbai. All these things was done when Android didn't arrive, which means I had created much earlier some technology innovations. First is important is scale. So I worked on scale. I employed only freshers, as I said. I created franchisee as a concept, I said. And I created a brand. Thyrocare became the most powerful brand. On the day of evaluation of the company for a deal, they felt that brand is 50% value and business is 50% value. I had zero equity inside the company. Let me tell you, I never had an itching to do the pitching. I was never called entrepreneur. There was no VCs, seed capitals. Oh no, how many terminologies. So, no money has come inside the company for equity. All I took, guys, were selling my shares to them. There is two words, one is primary, another is secondary. Primary means money comes inside the company. Secondary means money goes inside the pocket of the promoter. I did all secondaries. And I said it was a pull product. And this product was pull because there was quality in it, there was cost in it, there was speed in it. Best quality, least cost, fastest. These three things are essential for any product or service to become a pull product. By the way, you can do only two options are there for you to do business. In one, for the same price, please deliver a better quality. For the other, for the same quality, please charge lesser. There is no next option to do business. 25% CAGR. CAGR means compounded annual growth rate. 25% means every year growing 25%. 40% profit, all the 25 years I had a 40% profit. In the entire world, India is cheapest in healthcare. In the entire India, I am the cheapest. My balance sheet has 40% profit. That means a very unique management. Where did you study? Ladies and gentlemen, I have 3 MBAs. You already have one. Do you know what it is? We are all born in Coimbatore. Look at the spelling of Coimbatore. Exactly in between there is an MBA. Yes or no? I went to Mumbai and find out exactly in between there is an MBA. I married a girl from Kumbakonam. Is there an MBA? Yes? Those are the 3 MBAs which made the least charging and the most profitable. Zero debt. Company has never borrowed a single rupee, never EMI personal life, never EMI for the company. Today people are succumbing because they keep on taking EMI to buy Benz cars and travel in business classes. My IPO was historical. 75 times oversubscribed in the year 2016. And the entire news channels then brought my story, business news channels, Velumani, born in Appanaikambatti, Coimbatore district. Then only Coimbatore people understood, oh, Manavadu. That feeling for Coimbatore came only in 2016. In fact, I was invited in one of the Rotary clubs in Coimbatore for an award, Entrepreneur of the Year award. So I took the award and they told me, tell a few words. I said, thank you, Coimbatore, not for giving me this award, for rejecting me in 1980. Had you accepted me, I might have remained there. So I want all of you to understand, anything happens, convert into a great opportunity. And then in the IPO, I was the happiest man of the success, but for continuously for an hour on the dais, when my bell ringing ceremony was there, I had an audience. I kept on crying on the stage because I lost my wife just 50 days before IPO. I did a wellness screening for the entire world, but my wife was found to have grade 4 pancreatic cancer. Just 50 days before the IPO, she passed away. And just 50 days before she passed away, we came to know this problem. It was such a big calamity. And it was like an Everest. I was in expedition. We were in expedition, me and my wife. It was only a 50 more meters left out, and she left my hand. She was the one, as I said, I didn't want to marry, then married. She was the one who sacrificed her career to make me very successful. So she was the one who taught me Hindi, Marathi, Gujarati. She was the one who made me scientist, entrepreneur, storyteller. And she was the one who did all what I said. 1, 2, she did all what I forgot to say. 3, she did all which I thought she will never be able to do. And the 4, she also did all those which I never thought I can do. Please give a round of applause to this most powerful lady. So then my wife had gone, then came some kind of stagnation. I was thinking I am not able to run this company, I should hand over to someone. And that time COVID comes, and COVID gave a peak for all the diagnostic field. And everybody was crying, 4,800 rupees for RT-PCR is too little. All laboratories were crying, Punjab paatu padananga, bhajana padananga. Maharashtra Health Secretary was my franchisee some long back. So he called me. He asked me, Velumani, you are a honest businessman. Tell me, what is the right price for RT-PCR? I asked him, sir, tell me what is the workload. Have you noticed mathematician? Rate cannot be told without asking for the quantity. And he said 40,000 a day. I said it is 1,000 rupees. He was shocked, and I became very powerful. I built extra capacity and did it. My turnover of 1 crore went to 2 crore per day. My share price was in 500, it went to 1400. And at 1400 share price, the company was $1 billion. At that time, somebody was in love with my script. And within 120 minutes, I closed the deal. And I got a single check of 5,000 crore in 2021. So that's the journey. That's how I exited. And I am a mass mentor. I don't want to mentor one-to-one. And my punchline is, if you motivate your employees, your company will prosper. And if you motivate employers, your country will prosper. So I am on the stage nowadays, motivating people. If I can, why you can't? So what are the take-home messages? One is patience, without which you will suffer. You can't become a billionaire before you meet your father-in-law. But you must become a billionaire before you meet your son-in-law. So please go with patience. Focus. You can't chase 4 rabbits together. You can't catch a single rabbit. If you catch one by one, you can catch all the 4 rabbits. Please focus. Frugality. Varavu yettana, selavu pattana, adhigam rendana, kattasiyil dondana. I heard in my age of 10. I think that will never get out of my mind. Please be frugal. Discipline is ultimate. As I said, success is never a problem. Sustaining the success needs a discipline. And the 5 P's for the day ending. 5 P's. You need perfection in whatever you do. If you focus, you get perfection. If you're disciplined, you get perfection. The perfection is ultimate. Only when you have perfection, you will have performance. Perfection, if not there, hard work will be hard work, there won't be performance. So perfection leads to performance. Performance leads to productivity on the floor. And productivity leads to profitability. And profitability leads to prosperity. So this is my 5 P's which I want you people to take home. I want to thank my village people who are silently teaching me without taking any fees how is life supposed to be interpreted. I appreciate my college where I learnt a lot of things what I should not do. I am eternally grateful to my BRC colleagues who saw a boy and created a man out of me, had a BSc in and put a PhD outside, took an unmarried man inside and put me out with 2 wonderful children. So that's the BRC role. Thyrocare, I am eternally thankful because all the freshers, 25,000 freshers, created my success, amplified my success. And of course, to my family, my brothers, my sister, and all my children who have been extremely kind and cooperative. Of course, none other than my mother, who probably is a very unique lady, who taught me the fundamentals, made sure my intestine was alive till I was 25. And then comes Sumati, my wife. I didn't put as wife there. She was not just an wife. She was everything for me. And she took charge of me and created a best. She was the back end and I was the front end. And let me complete my talk with my most powerful punchline. If men are successful, families prosper. And if women are successful, societies prosper. Thank you very much for inviting me. God bless you.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words. We would now invite you to join us for the Q&A session.
Yes, go ahead.
Sir,
I will take a few questions from audience, and for that, be prepared with the question. And the question, only one condition is the question should be shorter than my answer.
Sir, what advice would you give to someone who wants to walk the tightrope between being financially secure and following their passion?
Very difficult. I don't understand the word. What is passion? What is that? That's what it is. What is the, you tell me the meaning of it. What you like. Am I right? Let me tell you, be it a job or spouse, you may not get what you like. Be prepared to like what you got. Because very many people are disappointed, they got a raw deal. I didn't have anything very specific in my mind because fortunately I was poor. சாப்பாடு கிடைச்சா போதுங்கிற இருக்கிறவனுக்கு என்ன சாப்பாடுன்னு கேட்ட கலப்பம் வரும் இல்லையா? அதே மாதிரி லைஃப்ல there was nothing I wanted to do. Let me tell you one more punchline. வாழ்க்கையில் நினைத்தவை எதுவும் நடக்கவில்லை. நடந்தவை எதுவும் நினைத்து பார்த்ததில்லை அப்படின்னா be prepared, you will be very powerful, right? I want to give a very practical answer. I don't think anybody will give an answer so in a simple terms. Please grasp it and use it.
Sir, recently you mentioned in a tweet that emotional intelligence and shared values matter more than qualifications. So how do you
நீங்க
evaluate?
காம்ப்ளிகேட்டட் வேர்ட்ஸை போட்டு சொல்றீங்க. நான் இமோஷனல் இன்டெலிஜென்ஸ் யூஸே பண்ண மாட்டேன். கரெக்டா என்னுடைய வார்த்தையில கேட்டீங்கன்னா ஈஸியா சொல்லுவேன்.
So how do you evaluate this when choosing people to work or
Work.
tasked with?
Yes, work, emotional intelligence I don't look for. To join in my company, you need to tick 3 out of 4 boxes. One is, you should be from a village. Should be a son of a poor man. You should be a fresher. And your English should not be perfect. அதனால தான் எனக்கு உங்க இங்கிலீஷ் எல்லாம் புரிய மாட்டேங்குது. இந்த 4 டிக்ல 3 டிக் இருந்தா நான் வேலைக்கு எடுத்துக்குவேன். புரிஞ்சுதா? Want to listen to one punch line? English is a language. English is not knowledge. Okay, as the question I didn't answer, நான் கேள்வி ஏதாவது கேட்டேன் என்னுடைய பெஞ்ச் எடுத்து போயிடுவேன். நீங்க கேட்ட கேள்விக்கு பதில் அவன் எங்கிட்ட கேள்வி அவன் கேட்டான்னா நான் அவனை வேலைக்கு எடுக்க மாட்டேன். கேள்வியை நான் கேட்டா மட்டும், இது திருவிளையாடல், கேள்வியை நீங்கள் கேட்கிறீர்கள் நான் கேட்கட்டுமான ஒரு டயலாக் இருக்கும். சார் நீங்க என்ன வேலை கொடுத்தாலும் செய்வேன். ரைட். நைட் சார் என்ன நேரத்துக்கு வர சொன்னாலும் வருவேன். டிரான்ஸ்பர் நீங்க எங்க போச்சனாலும் போவேன். உடனே வேலை. இஸ் தட் கிளியர்? அப்படித்தான் நான் வேலைக்கு ஆள் எடுத்தோம் தம்பி. Entire my industry had 25% HR cost. I had 11% HR cost. அப்படின்னா என்ன அர்த்தம்? நான் அருமையான பசங்களை தான் வேலைக்கு எடுத்தேன், அழகான பசங்களை வேலைக்கு எடுக்கல. Go ahead.
Sir, you often say even poverty can be a strength because it drives fast decision. How did that mindset specifically shape your early choices?
I don't know. I can't claim that I am a great Buddha kind of man and I knew everything. Somewhere I wasn't trying to impress my neighbor. Right? I thought my home, my people is my priority, their health, their food is my priority. So I kept on focusing on it. And I want you to understand one more mathematical equation. Success in life is delta. Delta is equal to x2 minus x1. ஒத்துக்கிறீங்களா? x2 minus x1 na x2 na where I am today, x1 na where I was that day. எனக்கு x1 0. Is there a downside for 0? ஏழைக்கு இழப்பதற்கு ஒன்றுமே இல்லை அப்படின்னா டெசிஷன் ஃபாஸ்டா எடுக்கலாம். புரிஞ்சா என்ன சொல்றேன்னு? பணக்காரனுக்கு இழந்து விடுவோமோ என்கிற பயம் இருக்கனால தான் அவன் பயந்து இருக்கிறான். ஏன் அவன் 4 பேருக்கு டிஸ்கஸ் பண்றான்? அவன்கிட்ட இருக்குது இழந்து போறக்கு, என்கிட்ட இல்லையே இழக்கறக்கு. Have you noticed that? அது ஒரு attitude. Second attitude, பிஆர்சி வேலை விட்டு ஏன்பா நின்ன, அது எப்படிப்பா சாத்தியம்? What courage you had அப்படிம்பாங்க. I didn't have courage. I had knowledge. There are 2 kinds of people. One who thinks, நான் அங்க இருந்தப்பா, இங்க வந்துட்டேன்ப்பா, இனி நான் ரிஸ்க் எடுக்க மாட்டேன். அடுத்தவன் சொல்றான், நான் அங்க இருந்த தெரியுமா, நான் இங்கேயே வந்துட்டேன், அங்க போவேன். I was belonging to that category. Right? So that was probably God's gift. I don't know what it is, but I had that. Next.
Sir, if you had to go back to your 22-year-old
Answer is there because this question everybody is asking. என் பவரே அந்த கொஸ்டினை சீக்கிரம் புரிஞ்சுக்குவேன். There was an interview of Raj Shamani which went for around 50 lakh views. 100 minutes of interview. Please go through when Raj Shamani had interviewed. He asked me the same question. what thing you will change in your life? Or what you will do different? என்ன கேள்வி?
Sir, what would you tell to yourself?
To tell it to myself, do what you have done. அதுக்கு நான் அந்த இன்டர்வியூல சொல்றேன், ஏப்பா தம்பி, பிரியாணி இவ்வளவு அழகா வந்திருக்குதுன்னா, இவ்வளவு டேஸ்டியா வந்திருக்குதுன்னா, அதுல ரெசிபியில் விளையாடலாமா? புரிஞ்சுதா? There is nothing I will change. Same parents, same village, same college, same poverty. I want Coimbatore to reject, if possible, same Jayanti Janata Express. Nothing will change. If you change anything, things may not work. And I must very, are you interviewing Vijay Mallaya? This is Velumani.
Thank you, sir, for sharing such valuable insights. We'll now invite questions from the audience.
Yes.
Kindly raise your hand and we'll bring the mic to you.
Yes. Whoever wants to ask a next question will come and stand behind this gentleman, so that we don't.
Yes, sir. Sir, as you said, in your early stages, since you didn't have much and you claimed yourself as a poor person, you could able to take such strong decisions. Do you still have that same courage to take the decisions and still you follow the same, whatever you follow?
I am 66. Rajinikanth is, I think, 75. இன்னைக்கு தான் ரிலீஸ் ஆகுது. புரிஞ்சுதா? நான் மூணே வார்த்தையில் சொல்லிட்டேன். வேலுமணி 2.0 is coming. Next question.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, how to build focus as a student as a first year? If there are so
What
much
distracts you, you tell me. I fortunately studied in Ramakrishna Mission Vidyalaya where there was no girl around. You got the answer?
yes, sir.
But the true answer is the society is the biggest distraction. நான் கோயம்புத்தூர் விட்டு வெளியே போறதுக்கு ஒரு முக்கியமான காரணம், a middle class family in Coimbatore, especially Naidus, attend 300 marriages every year. தொலைஞ்சா கண்ணாலம் கருமாதியிலேயே அவன் போயிட்டான். Focus is, don't worry about what your neighbor thinks about you.
Okay.
Focus on what you should achieve in your life. Don't try to impress him, because he will never be impressed. You focus only on your family, your goals, you are highly focused.
Any specific tips, sir?
Avoid temptations. Whether it is health or wealth or success, all the three are spoiled only because of temptations in life. So tips is, focus on your core strengths and work on it.
Thank you, sir.
And if I can teach focus very fast, the entire world will become very powerful. That's the most difficult things to please make every effort, enjoy your life.
Thank you, sir.
Next.
Thank you, sir.
Next.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Sir, intention company பண்ணலாமா sir?
Internship and company. Now I am not having company.
Okay, sir.
I have only bank balance.
Sorry,
So
sir.
in 2.0 you will get an opportunity to do internship. But
Okay, sir.
internship வர்றவங்க யாரு படிக்க வரல, சர்டிபிகேட்டுக்காக வர்றாங்க. நாங்களும் நிறைய இன்டர்ன்ஷிப் பார்த்துட்டோம். ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி கிடைக்குது எல்லா டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்ல நாங்க படிக்கிறது இல்ல. பாதி நேரம் கேண்டீன்ல பாவமா இருக்குது. கடைசியில கட் பேஸ்ட் பண்ணி ப்ராஜெக்ட் பண்றாங்க. அவங்க உள்ள வர்றதே access to the internal documents for cut paste. Please learn. Let me give you the punchline. Focus. If you don't focus, you can't learn.
Yes, sir.
Learn. If you don't learn, you can't grow. grow. If you don't grow, you are not entitled to enjoy. So focus, grow, learn, enjoy, repeat. That's it.
Okay,
That's
sir.
it.
Thank you. Okay, sir. Thanks.
Next.
So good morning, sir.
Yeah, you can stop the number of people depending upon your time availability. Otherwise, evening 4 o'clock it will be over.
So good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, உங்க ஸ்பீச் ஃபுல்லாமே ஃபார்ச்சுனேட் என்ற வேர்ட் மட்டும் தான் கரெக்ட்டா யூஸ் பண்ணீங்க. ஆனா அந்த கஷ்டமான சிச்சுவேஷன் அந்த ஃபார்ச்சுனேட் அந்த கிளாரிட்டி உங்களுக்கு அந்த கிளாரிட்டி இல்ல. இப்ப இருக்க யங்ஸ்டர்ஸ் வந்து ஒரு அசம்பாவிதமா எங்களுக்கு தடங்கள் அந்த மாதிரி நடங்கள் அந்த மாதிரி நடந்து எப்படி ஃபார்ச்சுனேட்டா பாக்குறது. What made you that time?
அதாவது ஒரு கீழ விழுந்துட்டீங்க, எந்திரிச்சிட்டீங்க. ஐயோ நான் கீழே விழுந்து அழுகிறீங்களா? இல்ல அடுத்த தடவை எந்திரிக்க முடியும்னு நினைக்கிறீங்களா? சிம்பிள். ரைட். சோ இப்பவும் அழுகிறவன் இருக்கிறான். இன்னொருத்தன் கடைசியா விழுந்துட்டேன் அப்படின்னு அவன் எந்திரிப்பான். என்ன சொல்றேன்? Positivity is very important. I fortunately had that. Having said that, ஒரு பஞ்சலைன் சொல்லுடா, உண்மையை சொல்லுடா. நான் புள்ளி வச்சு கோலம் போட்டதுக்கு அப்புறம் தான் புள்ளி வைக்கிறேன்.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, sir. So it was a nice pleasure to meet you today and hear you speak. So as an entrepreneur and founder of Thyrocare Technologies, what tips would you give for the next generation entrepreneur who wants to become like you?
I think I had enough tips there, but I will give you crisp tips. One is you need to have patience. Second thing you need to have focus. Third thing, frugality. The fourth thing is discipline. This you ask 1,000 times. I won't give a different answer because without patience, people have collapsed. Without focus, people have not successful only survived. Without frugality, they again collapse. Without discipline, they only have stagnated. So these four words are most important. And I incidentally, ladies and gentlemen, I got into Instagram February 2024, and I have 2.6 million followers. அதுல ஒவ்வொன்னா பஞ்சா அடிச்சுக்கிட்டே இருக்கிறேன். நிறைய பேர் எங்கேயாவது பார்த்தா சொல்றாங்க எப்ப டவுன் ஒரு ஃபீலிங் வருதோ அப்பதான் நான் வந்து இன்ஸ்டாகிராமில் வந்து ஒரு 10 ரீல் பார்த்தேன்னா சார்ஜ் ஆயிடுது. So please enjoy that content which is available, but for you only 4 words: discipline, frugality, patience, focus, frugality and discipline.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, sir. It's privileged to talk with you. I want to know how to make the right decisions, how to choose the right path in life.
And how to choose a right spouse. Right? All the three have similarity. Right? Want to listen? Powerful punchline. There is nothing known as right decision. Take a decision and make it right.
Thank you, sir.
Also spouse.
Well, sir.
Must be wondering for everything. I've got punchline, right?
Good morning, sir. Actually, எனக்கு போய் அம்மா கிட்ட நீங்க போதாங்கன்னு சொல்லும்போது தான் she's a huge fan. அவ தான் சொன்னாங்க ஸ்கூல்ல போய் தூங்குற மாதிரி ஒழுங்கா கேட்டுட்டு வான்னு. So I have this one question for you, sir.
வீட்ல போய் சொல்லு தூங்கவே விடலன்னு சொல்லு.
Yes, sir. So one question வந்து thyroid பத்தி எவ்வளவு தூரம் journey அதை பேஸ் பண்ணி did you really love that subject like நமக்கு அதுல affection இல்லனாலும் ஒரு விஷயத்தை successful
எப்படிமா ஒன்னு படிக்கும்போது கவனம் இருந்தா புரிஞ்சதுன்னா பிடிக்கும். புரிஞ்சா என்ன சொல்றேன்? படிக்கும்போது கவனம் இருந்தால் தான் புரிந்தால் தான் அதுல வேலை செய்யறதுக்கு ஒரு ஆர்வம் வரும். எனக்கு ஆரம்பத்துல இருந்து படிப்புல கவனம் இருந்தது. ஏன் இருந்ததுன்னா ஸ்கூலுக்கு போகும்போது பார்த்துட்டே போவோம். 2 கிலோமீட்டர் நடந்து போகும்போது வெயில்ல ஏர் ஓட்டிட்டு இருப்பானுங்க. நான் ஃபெயில் ஆனா ஏர் ஓட்டணும். ஐயோ அப்பா. I think it is all in which you see things. இன்னொருத்த எப்படி பார்த்தான் தெரியுமா? ஆமாமா படிச்ச பெரிய புடுங்கனா நான் பாரு அப்படிங்க எல்லாம் இருக்கும். I was reason why Coimbatore was BSc முடிச்சிட்டு 3 வருஷம் கழிச்சு சம்பளம் 200 ரூபாய். சூலூர்ல நரசிம்மூர்ல வேலை அவனுக்கு 800 ரூபாய். அவன் ஊர்ல 4 பொண்ணுங்க காமன் கேர்ள் ஃபிரெண்ட்ஸ் இருக்கும்போது அவன் கேக்குறான் சாரி என்ன படிச்சாரு பொண்ணுங்க சொல்லுவாங்க பிஎஸ்சி. நான் என்ன படிச்சேன் 8வது ஃபெயில். சாரி என்ன சம்பளம் வாங்குறாரு 200. நான் என்ன சம்பளம் 800. பரட்ட மாதிரி எவ்வளவு இன்சல்ட் பண்ணான் தெரியுமா? இந்த ஊர்ல இருந்தா ஃபேஸ் பண்றதே பெரிய ஊரை விட்டே போனேன். That's the way in which you look at things.
Thank you, sir.
Hello sir, it's a pleasure being here. But when you said you completed your masters while working, how did you manage, sir?
That is known as time management. Very important is everybody has 24 hours. No one has 25 hours. காலையில இருந்துச்சு 2 மணி நேரம் களை எடுத்துட்டு திரும்பி வந்து ஸ்கூலுக்கு வந்து வந்து 2 மணி நேரம் தண்ணி எடுத்து வீடு கூட்டி அம்மா ஹெல்ப் பண்றது நான் பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தேன். இன்னைக்கு எந்த குழந்தைகளும் அதை பண்றது இல்ல. அப்படின்னா நான் டைம் மேனேஜ் பண்ணேன். அப்பநாயகம்பட்டி புதூர்ல சுந்தராப வேலை கிடைச்சது. அந்த வேலைக்கு 2 பஸ் காலையில 6:30 மணிக்கு வீட்டுக்கு திரும்பி வீட்டுக்கு வரைக்கும் 9:30 மணி ஆகும். டைம் மேனேஜ் பண்ணேன். அதே ஆபீஸ்ல உட்கார்ந்து அதே வேலையை செஞ்சுட்டு PhD பண்றதுல ஒரு கஷ்டமும் தெரியலமா. எனக்கு அது முடிஞ்சது. லைஃப்ல ஒண்ணு மட்டும் நல்லா சொல்றேன் கேட்டுக்கோங்க. Experience is not the number of years you sat in a chair. It is the number of nature of problems you have solved in that chair. புரிஞ்சுதா? நிறைய எம்ப்ளாயிஸ் வேலையில எதிராக பேசிட்டு இருக்காதீங்க. அவன் பணக்காரன் ஆகும்போது நீங்க அறிவாளி ஆகுறீங்க. அப்படித்தாம நான் காலையில நீங்க எவ்வளவு நேரம் வேலை செய்வீங்கன்னு கேட்பாங்க. ஒரு பஞ்சு சொல்லு 7 to 11 was the heaven. 7 AM to 11 AM 11 PM I was working. இப்படியே இந்த 5,000 கோடி வரலமா உள்ளட்ட. அதுக்கு ஃபோக்கஸ்னு சொல்றேன். கல்யாணங்களுக்கே போனது. ஏன்னா எனக்கு என்னுடைய கஸ்டமர் என்னுடைய ஃபேமிலி இதுதான் முக்கியம். as long as your goal is Chris, you can manage anything in life.
Thank you, sir.
ரொம்ப டென்ஷன் ஆயிக்காதீங்க. உண்மை மட்டும் தான் சொல்றேன். உங்களுக்கு அப்ளிகபிள் அதை மட்டும் பண்ணுங்க. It's not easy to exactly do what I have done. My days were different. My environment was different. My learnings were different.
Sir, good morning. Speech product no mention. அதனுக்கு full
அதாவதுங்க ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட் ஆகட்டும் ஒரு சர்வீஸ் ஆகட்டும் மக்களுக்கு தேவை இருக்கிற சர்வீஸ் நீங்க பண்ணீங்கன்னா ஈஸியா growth வரும். மக்களுக்கு தேவையில்லாத ஒரு ப்ராடக்ட் மக்களுக்கு சாதாரண மக்களுக்கு தேவை இருக்கிற ஒன்று சாதாரண மக்களுக்கு பண்ணலன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. அந்த ப்ராடக்ட் அவனுக்கு தெரிய வச்சு புரிய வச்சு வாங்க வைக்கிறதுங்கிறது சேலஞ்ச். ஒண்ணு. ரெண்டாவது ஐரோகேர்ல டிமாண்ட் அதிகமா இருந்தது, சப்ளை குறைவா இருந்தது, பிரைஸ் அதிகமா இருந்தது. நான் ரேட்டை குறைச்சேன், குவாலிட்டி இம்ப்ரூவ் பண்ணேன், நைட் அண்ட் டே வேலை ஆட்டோமேஷன் போட்டு நான் டெலிவரி பண்ணேன். யாரெல்லாம் 800 ரூபாய்க்கு சர்வீஸ் வாங்கிட்டு இருந்தாங்களோ அவங்களுக்கு சர்வீஸ் வந்தது. அந்த வந்த உடனே தைராய்டு ப்ராப்ளம் உங்களுக்கு ஃபோன் பண்ணி நான் தைரோகேர்ல பண்ணி ஃபாஸ்டா ரிசல்ட் ஃபாஸ்டா கிடைச்சு ரேட்டும் குறையும். அப்படியே காட்டு போல பரவும். என்ன சொல்றேன்னு புஷ் ப்ராடக்ட்டுக்கு மார்க்கெட்டிங் பண்ணியே நீங்க வயசாயிரும். ஃபுல் ப்ராடக்ட்டுக்கு நீங்க மார்க்கெட் பண்ண வேண்டியது மார்க்கெட்டே மார்க்கெட் பண்ணது. இதுதான் ஒரு பவர்ஃபுல் ப்ராடக்ட். ஜோவோ எடுத்துக்கோ. இந்த மாதிரி ப்ராடக்ட் அப்படின்னா அங்கே தேவை இருந்தது. உடனே அப்புறம் புல் பண்ணிட்டான். புரிஞ்சுதா? இல்ல அது புஷ் கேட்டகரி இருந்தா அது growth இருந்திருக்காது. growth இருக்குதுனால அது புல் ப்ராடக்ட். நீங்க ப்ராடக்ட் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணி ஒரு வருஷத்துல தெரியணும் இந்த ப்ராடக்ட் மார்க்கெட் இல்ல. இன்வெஸ்டர் ஃபண்ட்ஸ் வாங்கு, புஷ் பண்ணு. Please in your mind, things are not working, there is a likelihood either you are overpriced or the product is not saleable.
Yes sir, thank you sir. Hi sir, good morning.
என்ன லேடிஸ் இருக்குதா கேள்வி இருக்குது. பசங்க மாதிரியே தெரியலையே.
You are considered as a successful person.
No, I am considered as a superstar.
Okay, sir. You are considered as a superstar. Being a superstar doesn't mean you wouldn't be having any regret. So, is there any regret?
ரிக்ரெட்னு சொன்னா நான் சொன்னேனே உருக்கமா சொன்னேன். நான் மனைவிக்கு நான் வந்து பிரிவென்டிவ் கேர் டெஸ்டிங் பண்ணாம விட்டுட்டேன். அந்த மாதிரி ரெண்டு செஞ்சதுக்கெல்லாம் நிறைய தப்பு பண்ணியிருக்கிறேன். I want you to listen to this. There are four words. Error, mistake, failure, blunder. நாலு ஒரே மாதிரி தெரியுதா? Error, mistake, failure, blunder. Error corrected by end of the month. Mistake you corrected end of the quarter. Failure you have corrected by end of the year. Blunder நீங்க கரெக்ட் பண்ணவே இல்ல. விஜய் மல்லையா ஆயிட்டீங்க. லண்டன் போய் உட்கார்ந்தாகணும். பிளண்டர்னா எரர்ங்கிறது நான் நிறைய பண்ணியிருக்கிறேன். மந்த் எண்ட்ல கரெக்ட் பண்ணிக்குவேன். So please make even mistakes, make many mistakes, make all mistakes, make them very fast, but don't repeat it. நீங்க மிஸ்டேக் பண்ண லெவல் இருக்கும்போது உங்களுக்கு ரிக்ரெட்டே இருக்காது. பிளண்டர் பண்ணீங்கன்னா உட்காந்து ரிக்ரெட் பண்ணணும். நான் அந்த அளவுக்கு தூங்கல மராச்சா. கவனம் தவறினால் மரணம், கவனம் தவறவே இல்லை. இது வரைக்கும் நீங்க கேள்விப்பட்டிருப்பீங்க முயலும் ஆமையும் கதை. கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கீங்களா?
Yes sir.
எப்ப பார்த்தாலும் அந்த முயல் தூங்கிருமே. இந்த முயல் தூங்கல மராச்சா. That's the difference, right? So there is nothing that I regret truly, because I am a successful man. I have done maybe 90 things right, 10 things wrong, and that were not. If that has affected my success, then only it is a regret. சொல்றது புரிஞ்சுதா?
Yes sir.
Next.
Thank you sir.
குட் மார்னிங் சார். இந்த மாதிரி நீங்கள் சொன்னீங்க சார், பாவர்ட்டி தான் வந்து உங்களைய பிஏஆர்சிக்கு கூட்டிகிட்டு போச்சுன்னு. நீங்கள் அதனால தான்
சார் ஜெயந்தி ஜனதா தான் அங்கே கூட்டிகிட்டு போச்சு. பாவர்ட்டினால நான் சக்ஸஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கிறேன்னு சொல்கிறேன்.
எஸ் சார், அந்த பாவர்ட்டி தான் உங்களை அந்த வறுமை கோட்டிலேருந்து மேலே கூட்டிட்டு போச்சு. அந்த ஒரு மோட்டிவேஷன் வந்து உங்களுக்கு அதுதான் சார் தந்துச்சு. அப்போ அந்த பிஏஆர்சியிலேருந்து ஆண்டர்பிரினர்ஷிப் போகிறதுக்கு உங்களை எது சார் மோட்டிவேட் பண்ணுச்சு?
So you are asking a question, how a scientist became a corporate leader.
Yes sir. Yes sir.
எனக்கு பிசினஸ் பத்தி ஒண்ணுமே தெரியாது. இந்த கேள்வி எல்லாரும் கேக்குறாங்க. எல்லாருக்கும் ஒரே சந்தேகம், யாரா இவன்? சயின்டிஸ்ட் எப்படிறான்? ஏன்னா துணிச்சலோட நான் உள்ள இறங்கினேன். பிசினஸ் பத்தி எனக்கு எதுவுமே தெரியாது. லேடிஸ் அண்ட் ஜென்டில்மேன், யூ cannot wait until you know everything in business and get into business. இந்தியில் ஒரு பஞ்ச்லைன், தமிழ்நாட்டில் நான் இந்தி ரொம்ப யோசிச்சு பேசுவேன். இந்தியில் ஒரு பஞ்ச்லைன், நிக்கல் படோ ரஸ்தா அப்னையா பன்தா ஹை. என்ன அர்த்தம் தெரியுமா? நடக்க ஆரம்பித்தால் பாதை புரியும். ஒரு அந்த காலத்துல கண்ணதாசன் பாடல் இருக்குது, வாழ நினைத்தால் வாழலாம் வழியா இல்லை பூமியில். அந்த அதுல ஒவ்வொரு வரியும் படிச்சு பாருங்க. when you start walking you know the path. பிசினஸ் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணும்போது எனக்கு கம்பெனின்னு என்னன்னு தெரியாது. பிசினஸ் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணும்போது அது ஒரு ப்ரொஃபஷனை ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ற, அந்த ப்ரொஃபஷனை ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணும்போது ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ணி க்ரோ பண்ற, அப்புறம் போய் அதை கம்பெனியை கன்வெர்ட் பண்ற, அதுக்கப்புறம் அது பப்ளிக் லிஸ்டட் கம்பெனியை கன்வெர்ட் பண்ற. புரிஞ்சா என்ன சொல்றேன்னு? Nothing you will need to know to begin with, everything is never known. In fact, முதல்ல உங்களுக்கு அந்த பிசினஸ் பத்தி புரிஞ்சது தப்பு, உள்ள நுழைஞ்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் புரிகிறது தான் ரைட்டு. அப்படி இருக்கும்போது have some skills, have some knowledge, get into it, learn. You know who is successful businessman?
No, sir.
Who makes mistakes fast, learns fast, and learns first. So two words, two things you remember. You should learn first and learn fast. இது இருந்ததுன்னா பிசினஸ்க்குள்ள நுழையலாம். ஆனா வயசு 30-35 வேணும். 25 இறங்கினேன்னா உனக்கு chances of success are low when your age is low. Right age is 30 to 35. என்ன சார், நான் உடனே ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணலாம்னு நினைச்சிட்டு இருந்தேன், நீங்க எப்படி டிஸ்கரேஜ் பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னு. உங்க அப்பா ரொம்ப ரிச்சுன்னா பண்ணுப்பா, இல்லைன்னா ஃபாதர் எல்லாம் ரொம்ப ரிச்சுன்னா பண்ணுப்பா.
தேங்க்ஸ்.
Hello sir, my name
தம்பி உன்னை ஒரு பார்த்து சொல்றேன் கேட்டுக்கோ. பணம் யாராவது பணத்தை பர்ன் பண்றவன் சக்சஸ் பண்ணதுக்கு சான்ஸ் ரொம்ப குறைவு. அவனா சம்பாதிச்ச பணத்தை யூஸ் பண்றவன் சக்சஸ் பண்றதுக்கு சான்ஸ் ரொம்ப ரொம்ப அதிகம். So that is why I keep telling. I made my money to start my business and then I used the business, so I have been successful.
Hello sir, my name is Kaushika and I'm a civil student. So my question to you is, everybody out there have the fear of losing people. After your wife's death, we could obviously get that from your words, how so she's special for you. So you might have been broken deep inside, but still you choose to travel in the same path which were you really passionate about. How did you do that?
I did come out because of her, but I am coming back again because of her. If I am successful, I will feel it was not my wife's success, it's my success. And if I am not successful, I will feel my wife was great. So I have nothing to lose. Jaichalu na sandosam, thotalu sandosam ஒரு ஸ்டேஜ் இருக்குது. The next one, that time I didn't have money, I didn't have height, I didn't have visibility, I was not known in the industry. Today I have too much of money, too powerful position, so I somehow feel I can be very, very successful. ஆனா ஒரு பஞ்ச்லைன் சொல்றேன் கேட்டுக்கோங்க. இழக்க விளைந்தால் இழக்க மாட்டாய், இழக்க பயந்தால் அடைய மாட்டாய். That simple it is. So I am planning to lose and I will not lose. So that's my way of putting it. I don't know whether I answered you correctly or not, but if you are not answering me correctly, you crisply ask the question.
Actually, my question is, after losing our closed ones, we may have some kind of disturbed feel within ourselves.
யாரும் கூட பிறக்கவே இல்லை, யாரும் கூட சாக போறதே இல்லை மகாராஜா.
I do agree, sir.
There was a big loss. I cried only one day. But then subsequently I feel in this hall also she is somewhere. That's how I have been living probably peacefully. Right? Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, sir. Sir, first of all, it's a pleasure and boon talking to you because My grandfather, he is also nearly 70, my maternal grandfather, not just yesterday or day before yesterday.
எனக்கு இன்ஸ்டாகிராம்ல நிறைய டிஎம் வரும்.
Yes, sir.
சார் எங்க தாத்தா பேசுற மாதிரியே பேசுறீங்க.
நோ சார், தாத்தா பேசுகிற மாதிரி ஆக்சுவலாக அவருக்கு சோஷியல் மீடியா ஆப்ஸ் கிடையாது. பட் அவங்க நியூஸ் ஆர் யூடியூப் வீடியோ பார்த்துட்டு ஹி வாஸ் இன்ஸ்பயர்ட் அண்ட் ஒரு 2 months பேக் உங்களை பற்றி சொன்னார். ஸோ டுடே மார்னிங் ஐ எம் வெரி ஹாப்பி, கிளாட் தட் ஐ attended your speech. Yes, sir. Sir, you always emphasize that society should be, it empower and should get the welfare and not just us. Like even you told, you have to take profit from vendors and not from customers. So you work towards the welfare of society. How to balance that and our own financial stability?
I am proud I am born in Coimbatore, and I am also very proud to tell C.K. Prahalad is from Coimbatore. And C.K. Prahalad created the concept of the fortune lies in the bottom of the pyramid. Not that everybody can understand. I think he created this some 25 years back.
Yes.
Many believe serving to rich will make you richer. No. Serving to rich will keep you rich, it will not make you richer. But serving to poor will make you the richest.
Yes.
புரிஞ்சுதா?
Yes.
ஏன்னா அந்த பாட்டம் ஆஃப் த பிரமிட்ல எனக்கு எங்க காம்படிட்டர்ஸ் எல்லாம் ஒரு பேஷண்ட்டுக்கு ப்ராஃபிட் $10 வச்சாங்க. நான் ஒரு பேஷண்ட்டுக்கு ப்ராஃபிட் $1 தான் வச்சேன். வால்யூம்ல நான் கிங்கு. புரிஞ்சுதா நான் என்ன சொல்றேன்னு? So the best CSR on this earth is trying to do business very efficiently with least margin. புரிஞ்சுதா என்ன சொல்றேன்னு?
Yes, sir.
வேலுமணி 40% ப்ராஃபிட் லோயஸ்ட் பிரைஸ்ல. நான் என் ஃபேமிலி கேட்டேன், நம்ம 30% குறைச்சிடலாமா அப்படின்னு கேட்டேன். ஏன்னா இவ்வளவு எதுக்கு ப்ராஃபிட்னு. பட் அதுக்குள்ள என் கம்பெனி ஒருத்தன் வாங்கிட்டான். இனி அடுத்த அவதாரம் அதுதான். புரிஞ்சு வச்சேன் என்ன சொல்றேன்னு? You have to run most efficient of organization with least profit. That means you are caring for the society.
Yes, sir. Sure. Thank you, sir. Good morning, sir. It's such a privilege for me to talk to you because I've been inspired a lot by your podcast with Mr. Velumani about a year back. And my question to you is that, as you just told a few minutes back, that maintaining your success is even more difficult than getting success itself. So what's the one thing or a habit that you've done ever since you started journey and you'll never skip it, not even a single day?
Actually, I remain frugal. இதே பிளாக் அண்ட் ஒயிட் ஷர்ட் தான் போடுறேன். இப்போ இது கோட் ஏன் போடுறேன்னா கேமராவில் கொஞ்சம் நல்லா வரட்டும், அழகாக இருக்கட்டும்னு. இல்லாட்டி அதிகம் போட மாட்டேன். I remind what I am. Today I am spending only what I used to spend when I was in BRC. So the money has only come to the pocket, not gone to the head. So very important is that. Number 2 punchline is consumers cannot create. புரிஞ்சுதா நான் என்ன சொல்றேன்னு? Consumers cannot create. So creators should not consume. So consume பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டீங்கன்னா உங்க கிரியேஷன் நின்று போகும். ஸோ இது எனக்கு என்னன்னு தெரியல, அது I have continued to do that. Money is a poison, but to tell that you must at least have $100 million. என்கிட்ட அது இருக்குது. ஸோ அந்த ஏரியாலையும் I have covered. You answer me a question. Listen to it before answering carefully. Money and honey sound similar? Yes, no?
Yes.
Money and honey sound similar. Honey is collected by honeybee. Money is collected by moneybee. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
And if honeybee falls in honey, what happens?
It might end up losing its life.
Dies. So is moneybee. If moneybee falls in money, it will die. Be careful. Keep the money in the pocket. Don't consume it. Right? Now, next question is, sir, what for we are making money? That very important, immediate next question people ask. Do you have 2 dinners because you are a rich man?
No, sir.
Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Next one.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
What a thing or an incident that made you proud in accomplishing your career?
I think I wasn't very proud about my success and journey until I was on the chair. Once I exited, I got the attention of the entire entrepreneurial community that this man came with nothing in hand, and all of us were finding it difficult to understand his success. Before we understood, this man has exited, and he has exited with so big an exit. Only after my exit, I am known as a very powerful speaker, storyteller. Let me tell you, I was a son of a farmer, so I was a farmer. Then I became a scientist, then I became an entrepreneur, then I became a storyteller, then I became an influencer, and now I am known as a stand-up comedian. I'm the oldest stand-up comedian. I can sit and make people to laugh. My pride is when somebody says, Dr. Velumani is a superstar of entrepreneurship world, and I am extremely happy about it.
Thank you, sir. Hello, sir. One question. Even when you didn't have a choice to give up because you're from a poor family, at any point in time, did you feel the need to give up? If so, what kept you going?
கடனே வாங்கலமா, எதுக்குமா give up? எவனெல்லாம் கடன் வாங்குறானோ அவன் தான் 5 நிமிஷத்துக்கு ஒருக்கா யோசிப்பேன், இல்ல சல்லை give up னு. Live லைஃப்ல ஃப்ரூகலா இருந்துட்டு இருந்தேன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. There is too much of upside for you to enjoy. ஸோ எப்போவுமே கிவ் அப் பண்ணணுங்கிற ஒரு ஃபீலிங்கே வரல. அந்த ஃபீலிங் வந்ததே என்னோட ஒய்ஃபை லூஸ் பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் தான். அதர்வைஸ் ஃபினான்சியலி ஆர் ப்ராஃபிட்டபிலிட்டி ஆர் நத்திங். ஹெவன். வாட் இஸ் ஹெவன்? டிட் ஐ டெல் யூ? ஹெவன் இஸ் clutter free brain, fear free heart, EMI free life. Work on it.
Yes, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
What are the job opportunities for computer science and electronic communication engineering students?
பாவம் பயந்துட்டு இருக்கான். எனக்கு வேலையே கிடைக்காதுன்னு நினைச்சிட்டு இருக்கிறான்னு நினைக்கிறேன். பஞ்ச்லைன் சொல்றேன் கேட்டுக்கோப்பா. நீ எதை படிக்கிறாய் என்பது முக்கியம் அல்ல, அதை நீ எப்படி படிக்கிறாய் என்பதுதான் முக்கியம். நான் டாக்டருக்கு படிச்சனா? இல்ல. எங்கிட்ட 60 MBBS டாக்டர்ஸ் 15 MD டாக்டர்ஸ் வேலை செஞ்சுட்டு இருந்தாங்க. ஃபார்ச்சுனேட்லி ஐ வாஸ் நாட் எ டாக்டர். நான் என்ஜினியருக்கு படிக்கவே இல்லை. எங்கிட்ட 200 என்ஜினியர் வேலை செஞ்சுட்டு இருந்தாங்கப்பா. ஸோ அப்படி இருக்கும்போது நீ என்னதான் படிச்சுட்டாலும் நீ புத்திசாலியா இருந்தா தாவி தாவி போயிட்டு இருப்பப்பா, எங்கெங்கயோ போயிருவப்பா. ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி கிடைக்கலங்கிற ஒரு கொஸ்டினே வராது. இந்த காலத்துல நீ என்ஜினியரிங்னு ஒண்ணு படிச்சா உனக்கு எல்லா பக்கமும் வேலை கொடுக்குறாங்கப்பா. அது நான் கவனிச்சுட்டேன். என்ஜினியர்ஸ் ஆர் versatile and I am this engineering or is an MBA? Both. Engineering. I think fortunately mathematics is the most powerful subject. மேத்தமெட்டிக்ஸ் படிச்சவன் எதை வேணாலும் படிக்கலாம். எதையோ படிச்சவன் மேத்தமெட்டிக்ஸ் படிக்கவே முடியாது. தெரியுமா உங்களுக்கு? நான் பயாலஜியே படிச்சேன்ப்பா, மைக்ரோபயாலஜி படிச்சேன், மாலிகுலர் பயாலஜி படிச்சேன். அப்படி இருக்கும்போது கீப் லர்னிங், யூ வில் கெட் இன் எவ்ரி ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி. பட் கமிங் டு யுவர் கொஸ்டின், we don't see what qualification you come with. 4 டிக்ல எப்ப சொன்ன குவாலிஃபிகேஷன்? வேலை ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி கிடைக்கும், உள்ள ஓட்டிக்கோ, வளர்ந்துக்கோ. That is an advice. Please don't reject jobs just because you have an EMI pushing you. Just accept a job, see whether that is good. If not, keep jumping. But if don't keep jumping for salaries, if there is please note, if you can learn in a job, please don't look for earning. There are two jobs available in the marketplace. One, zero learning, all earning. In another job, 70% learning, 30% earning. Please pick up that job. People all reject. I already said what is easy to do is not right to do, and what is right to do is not easy to do. Please accept where learning is high. Last two questions only.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, only one question, only one gentleman. Thank you.
Hi, sir. மகாராஷ்டிராவில் ஒர்க் பண்ணீங்கன்னு சொன்னீங்க. எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ், அப்புறம் புது கல்ச்சர், புது லாங்குவேஜ், புது சொசைட்டி, எப்படி சார் இருந்துச்சு அந்த எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ்?
ஐயா, நான் அங்கேருந்து மராட்டி பொண்ணு சைட் அடிக்க போனேன், வயிற்ற கழுவுறதுக்கு போனப்பா. So let me tell you very honestly answer. I have never bought a house in my life. Right? இன்னைக்கு முதல் வேலை என்ன பண்றோம்? காரு, ஹவுஸ், அப்புறம் சேலரி ஸ்டாக்னேட் ஆயிரும், அப்புறம் வீடே வாங்கல. எங்க ஃபேக்டரியில நாங்க MIDC-க்குள் இருக்கிறோம். MIDC-ங்கிறது ஒரு இண்டஸ்ட்ரியல் மகாராஷ்டிரா இண்டஸ்ட்ரியல் டெவலப்மெண்ட் கார்பரேஷன். அங்க வீடே கிடையாது, அங்க எல்லாமே இண்டஸ்ட்ரியல் இதுதான் இருக்கும். அதுல லேப்ல டாப் ஃப்ளோர்ல நான் வீட்டுல 25 வருஷம் வசிச்சம்பா. எனக்கு நெய்பரே பிரபாத் டைரியும் ஒரு இன்னொரு என்ன ஃபேக்டரி, அது ஒரு கியர் பாக்ஸ் செய்யற ஃபேக்டரி. நெய்பரே கிடையாது, கவலையே கிடையாது, கல்ச்சர் பத்தியே கவலைப்படல. புரிஞ்சா என்ன சொல்றேன்னு? நான் மட்டும் அங்க நின்று நான் தான் ராஜான்னு சொல்லி இருந்தேன், என்னை அங்க 4 பேர் தட்டி அனுப்பிச்சிருப்பாங்க. பேசாம போக்கஸ் பண்ணி என் வேலை செஞ்சுட்டு நான் வந்திருக்கிறேன். பிசினஸ் முடிச்சுன்னு நான் வெளியே வந்துட்டுனா, புரிஞ்சா என்ன சொல்றேன்னு? அப்படின்னா எனக்கு கோயம்புத்தூர் கல்ச்சர் தான் பிடிச்சிருக்குது. ஆனா வெற்றி அடையணும்னா பொறுமை தேவை. அங்க உட்கார்ந்து அதை நான் பண்ணுனேன். I didn't go to enjoy life. I wanted to succeed in life. If you enjoy, you got to succeed. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a balance, and I could focus more on success. Thank you. நான் பதில் சொன்னா இல்லையா?
சொன்னீங்க சார்.
சொன்னேன்னு சொல்லிட்ட பிரச்சனை இல்லைன்னு பாக்குறோம்.
I could see positivity in your answers. Is it natural or is it something you developed?
Those days there was no audience, there was no mic. It was inherent. ஊர்ல நான் உட்கார்ந்து 4 பேர் கிட்ட இந்த கம்யூனிகேஷன் ஸ்கில் இஸ் வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். டோன்ட் யூ அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்ட்? ஹலோ, ஸ்டோரி டெல்லிங் இஸ் தி மோஸ்ட் பவர்ஃபுல் வே ஆஃப் ஃபார் எ லீடர். இஃப் யூ நோ ஸ்டோரி டெல்லிங், you can even become the prime minister of the country. Bayor behno, புரிஞ்சுதா? இந்த லீடர் ஆகிற காரணம் ஸ்டோரி டெல்லிங். Story telling with lot of positivity. So I have learned it. I was there in village, no one noticed it. என்னடா வளர்றா இவன் அப்படின்னாங்க அன்னைக்கு. இன்னைக்கு பஞ்ச் லைனுங்கிறான். புரிஞ்சுதா? வெற்றி அடைகிற வரைக்கும் அது வளர்ற மாதிரி தான் தெரியும், வெற்றி அடைஞ்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் மாதிரி தான் பஞ்ச் லைனா தெரியும். But having said that, I have nurtured it. As I said in my first talk for 30 minutes talk, 10 minutes talk, I collapsed, which means that time I didn't have that ability. Please don't feel inferior. At 25, no one knows everything, no one can do everything. At 60, 50 and 60, you should become very powerful. Keep learning. Right? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It was one of the most enjoyed communications I have ever had. God bless you.
I request our principal, Dr. N. Kumar, to felicitate the guest speaker, Dr. Velumani.
Let me not waste a minute. In the entire world, Asians are the most intelligent. In entire Asia, Indians are the most intelligent. In entire India, it's the South India which is ruling. And in entire South India, Tamil Nadu is the leader. இது நான் மெட்ராஸ்ல இருந்தா இதோட நிறுத்திடுவேன். In entire Tamil Nadu, it is the Coimbatore which is the most powerful city. Thank you. Wish you all a great journey. As usual, thank you.
As we listened to Dr. Velumani, we could notice something deeper beneath all the milestones. It wasn't just about building thyrocare, it was about building clarity when the world offered only confusion. He turned limitations into levers and uncertainty into fuel, and that is a language we students are familiar with: confusion, pressure, and uncertainty. But maybe, here's the thing, we should not force everything, and we should try to move on even if the path looks like nothing we've imagined. Because what he built wasn't just a lab chain, it was trust, built one decision at a time, even when the decisions he took were ludicrously bold. That hits hard when you're 19 or 20, trying to navigate through choices that aren't on your syllabus and you're trying to simulate yourself on the odds. But today reminded us, courage isn't recklessness. It's responsibility, owning the chaos and making it count. What if the struggles we're facing now, the tight budgets, the rejections, the late nights are exactly what we need? If we can hold on, stay curious and keep moving up, maybe like Dr. Velumani, we won't just find success, we'll build something even better. Clarity, purpose and the courage to trust our own path. Thank you, Dr. Velumani, for turning your story into a mirror in which we can see our own possibilities. Today, you leave us with more than just an inspiration. You leave us with a path in which we can walk with courage. Thank you.